Welcome all of you. Today's topic is solid waste management. So waste can be classified into liquid waste, gaseous waste and solid waste. Solid waste is unwanted or useless solid material that is generated from combined residential, industrial and commercial activities in the given area. Now what is solid waste management? Solid waste management is the process of collection, transportation and disposal of solid waste in a systematic, economic and hygienic manner, or it can be said as the process of collecting, treating and disposing of solid material that is discarded because it is of no longer use. Solid waste can be classified based on the source of origin and based on the physical nature of the waste. So based on the source of origin, it can be classified as residential waste, commercial waste, institutional waste, municipal waste, industrial waste and agricultural waste. Based on the physical nature, the solid waste are garbages, ashes, combustible and non-combustible waste, demolition and construction waste and hazardous waste. Let's see in the detail. So the garbage, which is biodegradable food waste, it is the residual vegetable or animal waste resulting from the handling, preparation, cooking and eating of foods. They are petruscrible and decompose rapidly, especially in warm weather. The sources from which the garbage is generated are houses, hotels, dairies, meat stalls, etc. Second category is combustible and non-combustible solid waste. So combustible solid waste are such as paper, cardboard, plastic, textile, rubber, leather, wood, furniture and garden trimmings. Non-combustible include glass, crockery, tin cans, ferrous and non-ferrous metals. They are generated from household, offices, hotels and markets. Ashes are the residue remaining after the burning of wood, coal and other combustible waste generated from fireplaces and kitchens of houses, hotels and hostels. Then demolition and construction waste are the inert waste such as dirt, stones, concrete, bricks, pieces of plumbing and heating and electrical parts. So it is generated from the demolition and construction of buildings. Then are the industrial waste. They are specific for the specific industries. Their characteristics vary as per the processing or the product which is produced in the industry. They are widely inert, highly biodegradable and toxic, radioactive. They can be odorous, corrosive, hot, cold, colored, viscous, inflammable or flammable, etc. They are generated from different types of industries such as thermal power plant. Let's see the management of the solid waste. The fundamental objective of waste processing is to reduce the amount of waste through recycling and disposal of the waste in a way that should not impair or hamper the environmental conservation. So the four R's should be followed, that is refuse, reuse, recycle and reduce. The management of the solid waste can be done according to its nature. So management of medical solid waste, management of non-degradable solid waste, management of hazardous waste, management of non-hazardous and biodegradable solid waste, and management of electronic waste, that is e-waste. Let's start with the management of medical solid waste. So hospital waste is generated during the diagnosis, treatment or immunization of human beings or animals or in the research activities in the field. So medical waste includes both hazardous and non-hazardous waste. The treatment which we can give are incineration, that is directly burning, and sanitary landfills. Second is management of non-degradable solid waste. Examples are ferrous and non-ferrous metal, for example iron, steel and aluminium, glass, plastics and textile. So we can recycle this waste. Sanitary landfill or incineration are the treatment to manage the non-degradable solid waste. Next is management of hazardous waste. So following process can be applied for the waste treatment. So they are physical separation, gravity separation, dissolved air flotation, solvent extraction, sorption on activated carbon or charcoal. Despite of this, we can also go for incineration and sanitary landfills. Next is management of non-hazardous and biodegradable solid waste. So non-hazardous solid waste is total waste including the municipal waste, industrial waste, agriculture waste and sewage sludge. The following methods can be used, for example open dumps, landfills, anaerobic digestion, composting and vermicomposting for management of the solid waste which is biodegradable. Next is management of electronic waste or e-waste. So electronic waste is of major concern due to the toxicity and carcinogenicity of substance which are evolved if processed improperly. The toxic substance in electronic waste include lead, mercury and cadmium. The carcinogenic substance in electronic waste includes polychlorinated biphenyls, that is PCBs. A typical computer may contain 6% lead by weight. Capacitors, transformers, PVC insulated wires of polychlorinated biphenyls are some of the examples from where e-waste is generated. Let's see what are the harmful effects of the e-waste generated. So first is the solders in the printed circuit boards, glass panels and gaskets in computer monitors contains lead. It can damage to central and peripheral nervous system, blood systems and kidney damage. It affects the brain development of the children. Then chip registers and semiconductors contains cadmium. It is toxic or it causes irreversible toxic effect on human health and it gets accumulated in kidney and liver. Then relays and switches printed circuit boards contains mercury which cause chronic damage to the brain, respiratory and skin disorders and bioaccumulation in fishes. Corrosion protection of untreated and galvanized steel plates, decorator or hardener for steel housing contains hexavalent chromium 6. It causes asthmatic bronchitis and may cause DNA damage. So what treatment we can take to reduce this e-waste or reuse this e-waste? So e-waste consists of diverse items like ferrous and non-ferrous metals, glass, plastics, electronic components and other items. So we can go for encapsulation, incineration or sanitary landfills. But recycling is a very beneficial way. So here is the very good example of reuse of electronic waste. It is a form of tool which is made by Rodrigo Alonso in 2007. He made this tool by using the e-waste. So we can recycle and formulate a very new product or we can reuse the electronic waste into a useful form. So this was all about solid waste management. Thank you.